I have just finished a 3.5 hour exam, during which I did not get up from my seat once, and I am exhausted, and I need a change of pace. Let's get home and watch, you know it, a Christmas movie, if I can stay awake. Gonna give Home for the Holidays another go. I don't know when I saw this the first time and the only time that I've seen it. I guess it was probably a couple years ago, 2 years ago, I don't know. But the thing is, I don't remember the movie. It has a great cast, and it has Holly Hunter, Robert Downey Jr. and Bancroft. More to come, I mean more actors. Dylan McDermott, Geraldine Chaplin, which is pretty cool. Steve Guttenberg, Claire Danes, and Charles Durning. I mean, not a whole lot of A-list names, I guess. I mean, it's Robert Downey Jr., I guess. But maybe, yeah. But I mean, maybe Holly Hunter too, anyway. But just a lot of good actors. A great ensemble here. So I don't know why I don't remember the movie, because, I mean, you know, we all, most of us, I guess, most people who watch my videos watch a lot of movies, and when you do watch a lot of movies, it's not that you know, that big of a surprise if you forget certain movies, but it's kinda rare that you completely forget them. I mean, maybe you don't exactly remember the plot, but you remember certain scenes or the feeling of the movie, but to completely forget the movie in 2 years, it's kind of strange. I don't know why I don't remember the movie. So I will give this another chance. I'm pretty sure I did not like it too much, because otherwise I would have remembered it, but also I feel like I remember not liking it, although, like I said, I don't remember the movie. I don't remember why I didn't like it. I just think it didn't really stand out. It didn't give me this kind of cozy Christmas feeling. I mean, a movie can be good without that aspect, of course, but I guess that's often why I get Christmas movies, because I want to get in the holiday spirit, and I guess I just didn't from this movie, but hopefully that will change. Well, I mean, it's kind of early to get in the holiday spirit, but let's face it, I'm starting this series pretty early. It's already part 4 too, and only November 9th. But I mean, Christmas decorations have been out in stores for weeks now, and there's a Christmas movie that's about to come up in you know, in the movie theater, you know what I mean, in next Friday. So I'm not completely crazy, am I? Anyway, so let's watch Home for the Holidays, and we'll talk about it when I've seen it. Okay, good. So it's actually 2 days later now, but for some reason I just didn't really get around to filming the review part before. But I'm gonna talk about Home for the Holidays now, and I'm also, after that, actually, almost dropped it, after that I'm gonna talk about Black Christmas briefly as well, which I actually watched on Wednesday, so it was a few days ago. But Home for the Holidays, first of all, is not a Christmas movie. It's actually a Thanksgiving movie, and I guess I forgot that. I think that's actually why, part of the reason why I don't remember it too well, because I put it on, I bought it, you know, around the holidays, and holidays referring to Christmas, not Thanksgiving, as this movie does. And I just assumed that it was gonna be a Christmas movie, and you know, I put it on, and I was like, oh, it's Thanksgiving, and I guess I was disappointed, and maybe I just didn't really enjoy the movie, for other reasons as well. But I think that might have been the main reason, which I forgot again. You know, once again, when I put the movie on, I realized that, oh yeah, it's a Thanksgiving movie, but you know, so technically it doesn't really belong in this video, but now I've watched it and I've talked about it a little bit already, but I do feel like in a way it's actually kind of appropriate because, well, first of all, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. Right now it's November 8th. So, well, anyway, but also mainly it's you know, the kind of there are several Christmas movies where someone goes home to their family, or there's a big family celebration, and it's a big dysfunctional family and various eccentric characters. Usually this is played out mainly for comedic purposes, but in this one it's kind of the same. I mean, Holly Hunter's character, she goes home for the holidays, for Thanksgiving, and there she is. She meets her, you know, very strange family, and it has that kind of feeling, you know, going home to your family to celebrate a holiday that some of these Christmas movies have as well. The difference here, I guess, is that it's a little bit more serious. I guess Christmas movies usually are a lot goofier, and this one is quite goofy as well. I mean, it has some eccentric characters, especially in Robert Downey Jr. and Geraldine Chaplin, but all of them really are quite strange. But overall, it's a pretty low-key movie. It doesn't rely on any, I don't know, any cheap tricks or whatever to make you enjoy it. I don't know. I mean, it has a few kind of minor gags. Maybe gag is the wrong word, but you know, a few kind of physical scenes, or physically funny scenes, or you know, but not like slapstick, of course, but you know, things that you might well, anyway, but mainly it's just verbal humor and just dialogue and characters interacting with each other, and that's, yeah, family and stuff. So I guess it doesn't really stand out as a movie in that sense. I mean, I'm not surprised I forgot it, because like I said, it's pretty pretty subtle little flick in a way, and combined with the fact that I didn't like it too much last time. But anyway, it's I like it more this time for sure, and it has some of that coziness in a way, because you know, going home to the family, celebrating, it's the preparation, you know, the dinner preparation, and a dinner scene, and there's snow, and family, you know. So it has some of those themes that Christmas films has. But yeah, but I guess that's it really for that one. But I enjoyed it more this time for sure, and I'm not gonna forget about it now. I might even return to it in the future. Who knows? It was good for sure. And then Black Christmas, watched, yeah, about 4 days ago, I guess. Yeah, and I've seen that before as well, and I liked it the last time, and I gotta say I like it even more this time. It's a slasher movie, but it was from, I think, maybe 1974. It doesn't say here, but I think it was something like that. It's by Bob Clark, who made A Christmas Story as well. But yeah, it's I guess before the slasher boom or whatever of the 80s. But it is more or less a slasher. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really try to be a slasher as a lot of these movies from the 80s does, because they're aware of the genre that they're doing. But this one, I guess, just kind of maybe just happened to become a slasher classic. I don't know. But it's not one that many people talk about in comparison to the 80s slasher movies, or if you know what I mean. But it's really great. It has some cool cinematography and great sound mixing, which is a strange thing to comment on right off the bat, maybe, but well, not, well, I don't know. It just stood out to me. The audio, the soundtrack, not just the music, but the sound design, overall sound design of the movie was really well well made. But yeah, it's basically just a killer hiding in the attic, and of course you don't know who it is, and a couple people die, and it's yeah, in the attic of a sorority house, and it's has some funny stuff, but mainly it's just a fairly creepy but mainly atmospheric horror movie. And it's yeah, he makes phone calls from the attic, but they don't know that he's in the attic. And then the you know, kind of disturbing phone calls and terrorizing them or whatever, and the girls in the sorority house, and then the police gets involved and taps the phone or whatever and stuff, and they try to figure out who the killer is. And but it's just a really, also a pretty subtle movie, but in different ways. It's only has like, well, it has 3 kills, but they don't stand out as much as a lot of the slasher movie kills do, because it's not very gory at all. But like I said, it has some really ingeniously composed scenes, cinematographically. In terms of cinematography, I don't know, I can't pronounce the word. But what else? Yeah, it's really good. It's atmospheric and well acted. Some good editing as well. And I don't know. I guess maybe I forgot a couple things that I was gonna mention because it's been a few days. But that's pretty much the gist of it. I really like it a lot. I will definitely return to it in the future. It's not a movie that you need to see around Christmas. It's not a Christmas flick in that way. It's a slasher which just kind of happens to take place on Christmas Eve, I think it was. The setting is really great, and the overall pacing of the movie. It's really a great movie. Has a couple actors too that I didn't realize last time. Well, the one that I didn't realize was Keir Dullea, however you pronounce his name. He was in 2001: A Space Odyssey, which, well, maybe I hadn't seen that movie the second time when I saw Black Christmas. So anyway, also has John Saxon, who I would not have known about anyway because I had not seen Nightmare on Elm Street at that point. But yeah, he was in Nightmare on Elm Street too. I can see in the TV now that the battery's blinking, but I'm done anyway. So, but that's it. That's the 2 movies for now. Yeah. So that's it for this part. I think I forgot a few things that I was going to mention, but maybe I've talked enough. You know. But that's it. So I will see you soon with another part, and until then,